the distinguished experts and panelists, a representative of different banks and financial institutions, ladies and gentlemen. I welcome you to the first interactive session on the International Seminar on Sustainable SME Development in Bangladesh. We have just had a presentation by Mr. Michael Sipit, and on the topic Cluster Technology and Innovation, Global Perspective and Relevance of Bangladesh. I'm quite privileged to be moderating this session, and I'm joined by a distinguished panel of experts, each of whom in their own right have had significant contribution in the business sector, and they have played important leadership role, particularly in the growth and development of SFE in Bangladesh. May I request Mr. Sabur Khan to please kindly make his observations? Mr. Sabur Khan, please. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I'm just going through his presentation. I am quite sure that a lot of you also aware that he is indicating in respect to Bangladesh to develop the entrepreneurship. And I'm quite sure that today's seminar is also targeting the SME sector. And as you also aware that Dhaka Chamber is also took one initiative, and I'm thanks to every bankers and especially the governor and the Bangladesh Bank, the SME division, and all of the stakeholders, those who already supported us a lot. And I'm quite sure you'll be happy to know that some of our entrepreneurs already got their funding from some of the bank, and I don't like to mention those banks, those who already supported. And at the same time, you see that I think this Michael is already giving one of the indication to change the mindset of the bankers. And I'm quite sure that you will be agree with me that still the Bangladesh, all of the financial and non-banking financial institute, they don't have these sorts of mindset to give the financial support to the new entrepreneur. And you know that whenever the new entrepreneur come to the bank, everyone is asking what exactly their collateral and what support and what business they are already moving. And you'll be happy if I give you one example, then you'll be clear about the changing of the mindset. You see that when we started to creating the 2,000 new entrepreneur, until today, 140 plus entrepreneur starting their operation without asking any fund.
Now, I would now request Mr. Ishfaq Ahmed Chaudhry, who himself is MD and CEO of Trust Bank. And I think this would be a good opportunity to have the take on our bankers on some of the remarks that Mr. Sabur has made. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, many studies say that SME contribute between 35 to 45% to the global GDP and 40 to 60% of global employment. In emerging markets like Bangladesh, the successful SME creates job at a rate which is 4 times faster than the rate of larger corporations. Ladies and gentlemen, however, quantitative figures tell many encouraging and success stories of SME in Bangladesh. But what is more important to me is that quality and nature of SMEs. If we define SMEs in terms of amount of sales, assets and employees, we have the chance to miss the real impacts of SME. If more and more SMEs are involved in trading businesses, SMEs might not fulfill our broad and core objectives. It may be counterproductive. So, in my opinion, we should drive the potential SMEs to productive sectors where innovations, new ideas, and technology will take precedence over trading businesses.
Now, I would request Shah Mohammad Ahsan Habib, the Professor and Director from BIBM, to kindly make his remarks. Thank you.
Honorable Chief Guest of today's program, Dr. Atiur Rahman, respected special guest, honorable paper presenters, respected moderator, designated discussants, and the audience present. First, I would like to congratulate the paper presenter for his paper and his lucid presentation. And we have seen that the paper has elaborated the importance of SMEs in the global context and in the context of Bangladesh, and at the same time, the relevance of technology and innovation in the SME sector of the country. just a bit, I want to talk a bit about two SME clusters. In one case, the adoption of technology has brought positive changes, and in another one, the SME cluster where we need more support for adoption of better technology and innovation. And at last, in the positive note, I want to mention that a collective endeavor by Bangladesh Bank, government agencies, the supportive international organization has already brought notable changes in the SME sectors of the country. And definitely, with their support in the coming days, we'll be able to reach in a new height. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Now I would request Mr. Aftabul Islam, President, American Chamber of Commerce, to kindly share his remarks with us. Thank you.
Thank you, Moderator Dr. Munir Khusru. Mr. Chief Guest and our very reverend Governor, Bangladesh Bank, Dr. Atiyar Rahman, the paper presenter Michael Sipit, and the audience from most of are my very, very close friends from the different discipline, especially the finance and banking division. I am very pleased to be here this morning, and I have been asked to be one of the discussant, but I am very sorry that I missed the half part of the Michael Sipit's presentation. But anyway, my good friend Dr. Tawfiq given me some clue to speak here today. And plus, I have taken the advantage of hearing all the three discussants, by the way. Michael Sipit, I can assure you this much, that I have heard you and learned a great deal. I have, with great profit. Profit in the sense, there is a new dimension that you have just mentioned here about the development of a cluster, which was practically is quite ignored in the context of Bangladesh. So I think one of the areas I would like to highlight to have the opportunity for the new boys and young enterprises having innovative ideas to give them a startup capital, which comes the venture capital, which is the term is quite absent in our country. And I am thankful to Governor who has given a no objection or a NOC for establishing venture capital in this country. My association with, long association with the SME has given me the knowledge that unless we have the venture capital developed in this country, SME will not be developed because you won't have the startup capital and to run the business. With this word, Mr. Moderator, thank you very much once again for giving the opportunity to come to this wonderful forum and having heard a wonderful presentation of Mr. Michael Sipit. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Aftabul Islam. And your experience both as an entrepreneur in the IT sector, plus you have headed different chamber bodies, plus you are also chairman of the SME Foundation. So all those combined, you bring a plethora of knowledge and wisdom, and thanks for sharing that with us. And now I would open the floor, but I'm afraid we have about 20-25 minutes. So I would request those who would like to make an observation or ask any question, please kindly raise your hand and please kindly briefly introduce yourself.
Thank you very much. I am Raushan Jadid, head of SME Trust Bank. So my the question to the access to the finance. So access to the finance is what our honorable the president of AmCham said, who was holding the also charge of the SME Foundation for previously. So access to finance is not a bigger problem at the moment, because the trust bank on the cluster basis, if you say, we disbursed in the Jeshore which is the micro enterprise level, the Nokshikata cluster, about 25 million without any any collateral. So that is non-collateral loan we have given them. And in Rangamati, where the handicrafts are there, we given about 15 million to the women entrepreneurs, and with the single-digit interest loan. So the non-collateral loan, though Bangladesh Bank has created a momentum, still we got the agreement with the SME Foundation, and we are giving this single-digit interest loan. But what we are facing, not only the access to finance, but our role, we are trying to play beyond the lending approach. That is what the vice chairman said. He was saying in another way, but I would like to talk in a different way, that these clusters who are working from beyond the cities 200 kilometers away and 300, they have very hard way to get access to the market. So if who was Shamsundar, somebody was from the chairman from BSIC, if he would have been here, maybe there should be the policy level, the role of the government as well as in collaboration with the SME Foundation. Can it be possible to establish a display center here to display their products in centrally, so it can handle the local market as well as the international market for access to the market from entrepreneurs. And what I say about the engineering cluster about Dholaikal, that is because regarding the women entrepreneur, another example I said that not depending on the collateral, without collateral, and on depending on the inventory, and depending on the turnover of the enterprise, we financed more than the limit. What Bangladesh Bank decided up to 25 lakh taka, we have given more than that. So when there is a strength of the business.
I have to interrupt.
And another,
your point is noted, but I have to be fair, there are a lot of other participants.
So another point, just a single second.
Please make it very brief, because there are other hands being raised.
On a single second, that the technology, adoption of the technology for the Dholaikal clusters is very much needed, and interconnection between all the technical institutes and the universities should be interlinked for the development. Thank you.
Actually, the points that you raised, if you have noticed in Michael's slides, he did mention two issues, infrastructure connectivity. So it was there, network, exactly. So those 3 points were up there. So that did mention. And regarding Aftab bhai, you were in SME Foundation. So I think other session that he made, the display or center, I think SME Foundation can be. That's I was wondering. I think, isn't it? একটা আছে না display center আপনার দোকানে? একটু প্লিজ প্রিসাইসলি ব্রিফলি বলবেন একদম সংক্ষেপে।
Everybody is talking about development of SME, and one of the professor also told that all SMEs are not same. So if we think about the SME who are in the business in a minimum larger sector, like 500 or 1,000 workers are working over there, or 20 to 40 workers working over there, like electronics or electrical sectors. We are talking about the development, financing and everything. What about the environmental issue and as well as the health and safety of the workers? This is in a holistic way. If we can bring this issue in the ground and also on the floor, then I think that development automatically comes to the market access also, because this is a compliance and also legal aspect to access the market.
I draw your attention to the theme of the entire thing, sustainable. To this international seminar is sustainable SME development, not just SME development. So environment factor is very much embedded there, even at the title of the seminar, if you have paid enough notice. Secondly, if you have looked at Michael's presentation, he did mention a lot of green growth strategies and how that's also important factor. So I can assure you it's very much out there. I'm not sure whether you came late and missed the presentation. It was very much out there. So but it's fine. It's well noted, but I can assure you it's very much there and has been one of the key themes of the first presentation. Last question from the floor, please.
So this is Qazi Mohammad Shafiqur Rahman, former MD Mutual Trust Bank Limited, and I am now working as consultant TCCI Entrepreneurship E2K program. This is Dhaka Chamber of Commerce Entrepreneurship Development Program. From that experience, I like to share something which already former President Mr. Sabur Khan has rightly pointed out, Mr. Abdul Islam Shah pointed out. Only thing is this, from my experience, it goes that mindset of the bankers, it has been changed radically. But for the innovative ideas who are coming with the innovation or the new ideas or the startup entrepreneurship, they are not properly handled. But some of them, those who have come up with the innovative ideas, new technologies, and involving the machineries and plant, they need definitely some fund to start up. So this should be taken care of. And at the same time, another is, Bangladesh Bank is cooperating very much, and banks are also financing the entrepreneurs under refinance scheme. Already one of my colleagues in that area. I will also focus that this refinance scheme area should be expanded. There should be some scope that which we have already pointed out that the cluster-based financing should be properly refinanced. That is my last word. Thank you very much for giving me the floor.
Thank you. I've said in the beginning, the job of a moderate is a very difficult, unpopular task. I can't make everyone happy. So if I had the luxury of time, I could have taken more questions. But thanks for all the very valuable input that has come from the floor. And we have a rapporteur who has been noting down, and that will go out in the publication that will come out after the seminar. But I'll briefly some of the key points that I noted both in course of the deliberations that went on, the comments that we had from the expert panels, and also some of the very insightful interceptions that came from the floor. One thing that came again and again, and which I think is very much duly noted by all our bankers here, that the need for the bankers to change their mindset. And I think, to be fair to the bankers, I think there has been a change. We do see a lot of SME financing. And if I had the time, I would have invited the Bragg Bank MD too, because he's one of the lead person in this. But nonetheless, things are happening. But of course, there always can be even more SME financing, as many people have very correctly observed. The current governor has sort of taken it with quite I would say very seriously, and he has personally driven this front. So we have reasons to be optimistic. Second, the concept of incubator center came in, and Mr. Sabur very correctly underscored the need for more industry-university interaction relationship, which I, from academia, still believe this country lacks, because we still need closer technical cooperation, knowledge dissemination between the industry and the lead institutes. So which is something I'm sure will help the country. Then also there has been this issue of more close working relationship between, basically the point that came out is the need for closer working relationship between the SME sector, the SME Foundation, Bangladesh Bank, and the banks. And I think, Aftab, correct me if I'm wrong, isn't SME Foundation to a certain extent doing that sort of bringing the stakeholder together? Isn't SME Foundation doing a little bit in the 4-3 stakeholder together for the SME policies? Yeah, I think আপনারা কিছুটা করেন না স্টেকহোল্ডারদেরকে নিয়ে আসা যাদের কথা বললেন কিছুটা হ্যাঁ so that also is happening. And last but not the least is the need for training. True, whether it's Dholai Khal or a budding entrepreneur coming out of any of the universities, there is definitely need for more hands-on training how to set up enterprises. And I'm sure the need for practical application and to embed it into some of the course curricula we have can hardly be overemphasized.
I would now request Mr. Shankar Rele to give his presentation. Mr. Shankar Rele.
So let's first understand what is sustainable SME development. Sustainable SME development is basically based on the rate of enterprise creation and technical innovation. Enterprise creation primarily depends on the ease in which services can be created and financed. Coming to the definition of SME, what does SME mean? It means there are a lot of criteria under which SMEs is defined by various governments. For example, the European Union defines SMEs as 1 for self-employed, 2 to 9 for micro, 10 to 49 for small businesses, and 50 to 249 for medium-sized businesses. Now, looking at the chart, I think we can see that approximately retail trade and retail trade and small SMEs contribute about 40% of the total production, while manufacturing in garments and food products and beverages together contribute about 15%. That's the red and the green triangles. The balance is, of course, small and medium manufacturers who contribute the balance to the economy. Thank you.
So now, first of all, I invite Mr. Mohammad Ehsan Khosru, MD and CEO of Prime Bank Limited, for making his remarks on the paper.
Thank you. Mr. Shankar Rele, for his wonderful exposition on the Indian experience, which will definitely a point of research for us and sharing of experience by the market player like us, the bankers and non-banking financial institutions. We have seen your exchange, SME exchange, which need further research, and we have learned about it. It's a wonderful thing. One thing that I would like to see in the initiative in the government, additionally, whatever you have mentioned, the government initiative, in here in Bangladesh, actually, we have to see some other things like for SME growth, for a planned SME growth.
Now I invite Mr. Syed Mahbub Rahman, Managing Director and CEO of Bragg Bank Limited, for giving his comments.
Thank you. In the previous session, it was told that banks are agents for change. I think we're doing it on the leadership of Atiyur Rahman. As of now, I can tell that 25% of the total banking outstanding is into SME financing. And that has happened because of Dr. Atiyur Rahman, I can tell that. So this is there. But India's presentation, we have seen, yes, India has gone long ahead of us. There are so many financing sources for SMEs, but for Bangladeshi SMEs, is basically the banks and to certain extent MFIs and NGOs. We need to do a lot. As far as problems are concerned,